On with very big challenges that you had raised. Unlike Sikongo, for Nkana constituency, I dare say I almost know every corner of that particular constituency. When you mentioned of Kamitondo, Buch, Mindolo, those challenges, I'm able to relate to those challenges. I know. Those are big challenges. But in terms of development, under the CDF framework in Nkana constituency, what is the update? What are your challenges?
Okay. Let me make it very clear. I've stated this before, that number one, CDF is a very good program.
Right.
A very good attempt to get the people at the grassroots level to get involved in development. Our preoccupation must be making it work. Okay? I have heard a number of people make comparisons. No, Ngamwaka and Chibia, it's happening. In Nkana, it's not happening because you are just talking. Let me tell you, I am sitting at over 23 projects as we speak, from both ends, those sponsored by central government and those sponsored by CDF. I have about 10 blocks of classes, some already completed, some still underway in construction under the same CDF. But you see, it will be a very, when we highlight these challenges, we are basically trying to perfect this art of providing the much needed development to the people. Today as we speak, I have over 5 projects of 2022 that have not taken off. 2 clinics that have never taken off. Because of these things we are talking about, there are 2 things that our friends must work on in the ruling party to perfect the issue of CDF. Number one, it's a bureaucracy. Yes, to some extent, government has tried to attend to bureaucracy. Approvals, for instance, are being done at the provincial level. But I can tell you, as an example where I come from on the Copper Belt, the decision to move the approving process to the Copper Belt has even made the process even much more lengthy. Our friends at the province, I don't know, this one is Kumabala, the other one, for them to just sit and look at these submissions, it takes them much longer than the minister used to take. So we must look at that bottleneck. Number 2, and of course we talk about the Attorney General being approving. Again, the Attorney General needs the push from the Minister of Local Government. Here is what I think is a problem. I think that the Minister of Local Government is the biggest problem, and his team.
Right.
If they were up to speed in checking, in Nkana, where are we? Why is this project not moving? Why is this project not moving? Because the problem is not a member of parliament. The problem is not the CDF committee. The problem is not the ward development committees. These people, the ward development committee, the submissions come to the CDF committee, comes to the CDF committee's role is simply to now make a final determination as to what project must finally go for approvals. When we do that, when we write a letter to the town clerk, this is what we have finally approved. It is now entirely up to the local government through the councils for implementation. So the failures of CDF are not with the MP. Tell me one MP that has sat on the process. One MP, then I'll be able to tell you that that is a fool. Because there's no MP who would not want to see the projects move. Because our re-election is based on our performance in the communities. So it is our primary focus that these projects must quickly move. The biggest problem are the councils. But you see, even when we say councils, the councils are different. We are talking about different councils. For instance, if you are going to compare Kitwe to Kanchibia, which is, I bring that because that is a comparison people make. Kitwe has got 5 constituencies managed by one team of engineers who have to go and do the appraisals, who have to go and do the bidding of those projects. One team to handle 5 constituents. So it speaks to the issue of capacity. Does the local authority in a particular jurisdiction have the capacity in terms of the manpower?
You question the local authority in Kitwe on that particular?
I'm hated in Kitwe by the local authority. I am hated by the Ministry of Local Government. I'm hated by the UPND because these are things I speak about every day. But they look at me like a madman or like a troublemaker. Yet I am only trying to highlight the problems. So the number one problem is the capacity of local authorities. and the dynamics in a particular jurisdiction. Kitwe, as an example, should have been dealt with differently. When you have 5